Number 1. Cops arrest and assault a fellow law enforcement officer. Recently, a lawsuit has been filed by an agent from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, alleging that he faced an unjustified use of force while performing his official duties. The incident in question occurred on July 7, 2020. Agent James Burke, a seasoned ATF agent with 16 years of service, was engaged in a routine task. His assignment involved paying a visit to a residence on Edgebrook Drive to recover a shotgun from an individual not authorized to possess a firearm. Agent Burke was attired in his customary casual professional work clothing, with his identification credentials in a pocket and an ID card visibly displayed around his neck. Upon knocking on the door, an occupant inside placed a 911 call but refrained from opening the door, reciting Burke's badge number to the dispatcher. Typically, this verification procedure was standard practice for Agent Burke, and he had never encountered any issues previously. However, this time, the dispatcher directed the caller to avoid opening the door and subsequently dispatched Officers Joseph Fahey and Kevin Winchell to the scene. Officer Fahey arrived and Agent Burke signaled him over, clearly identifying himself as a federal agent with his hands raised. Nevertheless, Fahey, unprovoked, pulled out his firearm, aiming it at Burke and very aggressively ordered him to get down on the ground.
Get on the ground now!
I'm a federal agent.
9171 103.
I'm a federal agent.
Get on the ground!
10-3.
I'm a federal agent.
Why wouldn't you show me your ID when I got here? Don't move forward, Ford.
You didn't ask for it.
He is at 3359.
Get on the ground. We'll figure it out.
Drive on that 10-8.
Not getting on the ground.
Well, then stay where you're at.
I'll stay where I'm at.
Fine. Why do you got to make this harder than it is?
Listen, I'm not getting on.
I have no problem making this.
My ID.
Just want to see if anybody's in free precinct to respond as well.
Pocket. You're the
Copy.
one overreacting.
I'm not overreacting. We got a call that someone's impersonating a police officer out here who doesn't have ID.
No kidding, because she doesn't want to open it.
Okay, get on the ground so I can find out who you are.
It ain't happening.
Okay, fine.
Although Burke made sincere attempts to verify his identity to the officer's demeanor remained confrontational, and he persisted in keeping his weapon raised and aimed in Burke's direction. Before long, Officer Winchell arrived on the scene as well, joining his colleagues in brandishing their firearms toward Burke, thereby leaving him with little option but to comply with their demands.
Do you I think I'm a police officer or something? What the heck's the matter with you? Who do you think you are?
Chopper
Get on the ground!
I'm not getting on it.
Chopper, thanks.
I'm not getting
91-7, I'm pulling up.
I got my ID.
Do not reach for your waist! Keep your hands up!
Dude, why would I have an O-leg?
Get your hands up!
Sir!
Get
No,
on the
face
ground!
down, on the ground. Face down now! Face down!
You are the one making the mistake!
Settle it. Face down now. All the way down. All the way.
For a span of more than 90 seconds, the officers persisted in holding their firearms in a drawn position while facing Burke. They then proceeded to apprehend him in an unnecessary, forceful manner. Throughout the arrest process, the officers resorted to using a taser on Burke multiple times, despite him being in a prone position on the ground and offering no resistance whatsoever. In a concerning turn of events, the officers disregarded Burke's attempts to communicate and proceeded to compel him into the police cruiser against his wishes.
No, you knew what you were doing.
Sir, calm down.
Relax.
Sir, hey, guys, please, just talk to me for 1 second, please.
Get in the car,
No,
we'll
wait.
talk later.
Sir, wait.
You had your chance.
No, I was trying to give you my creds. You didn't let me show them to
never
you.
once tried.
I did.
Get in the car.
Burke begged the officers to allow him some breathing space, as he suffered from a medical condition that significantly hindered his ability to breathe.
We're gonna get air to you. Get
No,
your legs
no.
in. Get your
Sir.
legs in. We're closing this door.
Sir,
Get your legs in.
I need air.
Squad, roll this
Sir, please, call an ambulance. I'm asking for an
You
ambulance.
got a medic coming. Get in the car.
Sir, I don't need the medic. The taser didn't bother.
You just said call an ambulance. We don't.
Yeah, now you don't want one. Get in the car.
In the car. Get all
Sir,
the way
I
in.
can't
I'll
breathe.
go around.
Wait, sir.
Following approximately an hour, Burke was released without any charges being filed against him. After getting out of the iron grip of the police officers, the agent filed a lawsuit claiming that he did not present an immediate danger to the officers or anyone else, and he neither resisted nor exhibited any aggressive behavior toward them. The entire event was reportedly captured on body cameras, and this footage was subsequently shared with the Columbus Police Department. Following the incident, which led to both physical and psychological injuries, Burke has transitioned into an administrative role within the ATF. The lawsuit points fingers at the city of Columbus, Officers Fahey and Winchell, labeling them as defendants. It alleges a recurring pattern of misconduct by the Columbus police, compounded by a lack of thorough investigation into the conduct of the officers. These factors collectively amount to what is referred to as unconstitutional policing. Currently, the Division of Police has opted not to provide commentary on the ongoing legal proceedings. This case notably highlights the pressing matter of law enforcement accountability. It underscores the necessity to ensure that officers use appropriate force and uphold the rights of citizens in their interactions. It just makes you think that if the police can go this far in one of their own, then an ordinary citizen doesn't stand a chance. But crazy incidents like this aren't just a one-off. In our next story, we see two cops pull each other over for traffic violations. Number 2, cop stops and detains his superior. A high-ranking member of the Boynton Beach Police Department was pulled over for speeding. However, he decided to turn the tables by pulling over the same officer who had just given him a warning. The whole interaction, including the back-and-forth conversation, was caught on both dash and body cameras. Here's what went down. Major Michael Johnson was cruising down I-95 while off-duty in September 2017, allegedly going at a brisk pace of 97 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. It was Officer Mark Sohn who stopped him, and interestingly, Sohn was in his canine vehicle while Johnson was driving his unmarked police vehicle. The dialogue unfolds like a scene from a movie.
I'm sorry, sir?
Seriously?
Well, you were speeding.
Okay.
What's that?
You're right.
I'm trying to do my job. Okay.
Officer Sohn informs Major Johnson that he was speeding, but exercises his discretion not to issue him a citation and ends up giving Major Johnson a warning this time. As the video progresses and later in the Internal Affairs report, Officer Sohn reveals he had absolutely no clue that he was pulling over his own supervisor, let alone a vehicle assigned to the department that was unmarked. However, in a surprising turn a short while later, Officer Sohn finds himself being pulled over by none other than Major Johnson.
You also failed to make your left turn.
My left turn.
When you made your left turn off I-95 on the overpass, you didn't have your signal on. Are
Sir,
you seriously serious about this?
First of all, I didn't know who you were.
I
First of
got
all,
that. What was
I was
my-
at 97 miles an hour behind you. 97.
What was my speed, Mark?
97.
What was my speed?
97.
Not a chance.
Okay.
The interaction escalates until Major Johnson realizes that he's being recorded by Son's body camera.
But you also agreed you were speeding,
Is
right?
your body camera on?
It is on.
Please make sure it is on.
It is on. It was on before.
I agreed that I was speeding. You want to write me a ticket?
No, I didn't write you a
really
ticket.
talk to me like that?
Major
Sir,
Johnson vehemently denied that he was going 97 miles per hour. This exchange triggered a thorough 13-month investigation into Johnson's behavior, with claims of conduct of becoming an officer and poor performance. Johnson's explanation to investigators? He pulled Sohn over because he simply wanted to talk. Initially, Johnson received written reprimands for both claims. However, just recently, City Manager Lori LaVieri rejected the claim of unbecoming conduct and only wrote him up for the unsatisfactory performance allegation. This is notable because, as per the Internal Affairs report, speed violation is specifically listed as an example of behavior that goes against the city's unbecoming conduct rule. Interestingly, an officer doesn't need to be ticketed for violation to be considered valid. Notably, Major Johnson wasn't placed on administrative leave as the investigation was ongoing. While both officers continued to be employed by the department after the incident, however, in August 2022, Officer Sohn got fired 8 months after chasing 13-year-old Stanley Davis III at high speeds on a city street, causing the boy to crash and die from his injuries. If you want to watch more of these videos, please subscribe to the channel.